Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Today we have a special treat. We're going on a train ride. Not just any train ride though. Today we're going old school with a trip on one of Nevada Northern Railway's steam locomotives in Ely, Nevada. Ely was the first stop on my big summer trip with my son and my parents. As we had been shut out of going to Hawaii by the global pandemic, we made a plan to take an RV road trip to visit family in Montana, and I brought you guys along to share in some of the experiences. Today, that trip brought us to the quiet little town of Ely, Nevada. Ely's history has always been centered around mining, and the Nevada Northern Railway is no exception. In its current iteration, the Nevada Northern Railway is a 501c nonprofit historical museum foundation that is preserving a rich piece of history so people today can experience it almost exactly as it was back in the day. What makes the Nevada Northern Railway an exception in my book is the scale to which they not only have preserved some historical trains, but the amount of infrastructure around those trains that they not only preserved, but continue to operate on an almost daily basis, and it's pretty staggering. We started our trip at the East Ely Rail Yard by checking in at the ticket counter located in the beautiful historic train station. In the links below, I've included the Nevada Northern Railway's website, where you can get the latest and most up-to-date information on train schedules, book a train ride, and get more information on the history and equipment of the Nevada Northern Railway. We had some time to kill, so we took a tour of the Railway Museum located on the upstairs floor of the railway station. There is an attendant on duty who can answer any questions you might have. These offices have been set up to illustrate how they might have looked at certain points during the Nevada Northern's history and tell the story of what managing this endeavor must have been like. That's all fine and dandy, but we came here to ride a train, and in a minute, that's what we are going to do. If you stayed this long, you're probably liking what you see, and if that's the case, can you please do something for me? Please, go ahead, reach down and click that like button, and then while you're down there, subscribe to my channel. Liking will help me out by helping these videos rank higher in search and get more views, and by subscribing, you're going to get helped out to be sure that you never miss any new videos when they are released. After a half an hour, our train arrived. This is locomotive number 40, and she's the pride of the Nevada Northern Fleet. She was purchased new in 1910 for the sum of $13,139. She has since spent her entire life on the Nevada Northern Railway. From 1910 to 1941, she ran passenger service from Ely to Cobre, Nevada. She began a long period of retirement in 1941. Instead of being scrapped, she was safely stowed away in the engine house of the Nevada Northern Railway and occasionally brought out for special occasions. Finally, in 1987, she was brought out of retirement to pull passengers once again. This time, her route would be the one we're taking today, from Ely to Copper Flat on a route that parallels the US 50. Locomotive 40's life hasn't been without its share of hardships since she returned from retirement. In 2001, it looked like she might have been done for, with new rules about boilers being put in place by the Federal Railroad Administration. The Nevada Northern, with its limited resources, opted to first focus on bringing another of its engines, number 93, into compliance first, so 40 was again retired to the engine house. In 2004, the Nevada Northern was able to formulate a plan to bring her up to snuff, with extensive changes being made in time to bring her online again in 2005. So now, 110 years into her life, I was able to do something I'd previously only heard about in first-hand accounts from my grandmother: ride a genuine steam train. While she was hooked up to some beautiful rail coaches, we opted to ride on the flat-deck car just behind the engine and her tender. This lent itself to some impressive views and is one place on the train you can ride sans mask if you so desire. For the most part, I kept mine on as it helped to deal with one aspect of coal-fired locomotion I wasn't exactly prepared for: the smoke and the soot. While I did expect some smoke and soot to a certain degree, one thing I had not anticipated, though, were the clinkers. The ones I encountered were small little pebbles about the size of a nerd's candy, and they consist of the non-combustible elements and materials that are found inside the coal, which are released when it's burned. But the experience was worth the minor inconvenience, and it gave me a greater degree of appreciation for what people before my time had to do to get somewhere. I can somewhere in the back of my mind hear my grandmother say something to the effect of, "Well, dealing with a little smoke and clinkers sure beats the hell out of walking." The views from this ride were incredible. The track covers nearly the entire east to west length of Ely, and you can see quite a lot. At the end of town, she starts climbing towards the mine, following US 50, and even crisscrosses underneath it. As it rolls along, there's quite a lot on display. Old abandoned buildings, vintage machinery, and finally the tailings piles of the Robinson Mine itself. It's at this point that the train turns around to take you back to the East Ely rail yard. Instead of turning the entire train around, it's just the engine that disconnects and does an end around move and hooks back up on the opposite end of the train and starts bringing you back downhill. All in all, this was an amazing experience, one I would certainly do again and recommend to friends and family. It's really worth checking out, especially if you've already planned on being in the area, or if you're just crazy enough about trains to want to travel to the middle of nowhere, Nevada to do it. Like I mentioned below, I've posted links to the Nevada Northern's webpage in the description below. Go check them out. Their page is a great resource and filled with all the rich history of the Nevada Northern, plus lets you know all about what in-person experiences they have to offer. Heck, if you're feeling really special, you can even buy tickets to be the engineer and run the train yourself. Granted, it's a bit more than what a guy who refers to himself as Frugal Explorer Dad on Facebook and Instagram is willing or able to spend. About 90 minutes, our ride ended at the same place it began, and we headed back to the camp for the night. The following day, we would be back on the road and headed towards Montana, and a couple of hikes I've been putting off for my entire adult life. Will I finally be able to cross them off my list? I guess you'll just have to subscribe and find out. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm Matt Kester. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Frugal Explorer Dad. Until next time, be good.